This is National 5 Maths, and this is Clever Charlie's videos, and this is the first one of the series, and we're going to look at expanding brackets as a choice for the first topic, in which I'm going to show you in a demonstration how to do. Now, this is partial revision from National 4 or any previous level which you may have done in first to third year, but this is what you need to know, okay? So we're going to start with an example like this, which is 2x bracket x plus 7 and all this and 9x, okay? So one thing you first of all notice is that these are multiplied separately, and then you add this to the end. So we'll deal with the first bit first. 2x, x plus 7, we'll deal with that bit. So we know that we need to multiply this 2x, as we've learned by this first term, then we need to multiply it also by the 7. This is crucial to know this, okay? So I'm going to show you how you would do that. So 2x multiplied by x added to 2x multiplied by 7. So that is how you would do that, and then we will add 9x. Okay, so when we've done that, we'll then show how we would do that. First, as I should have done, we should put brackets around here so we know that we're doing this bit separate from the 9x. So this, what we do first is we multiply these. We know that 2x times x is 2x squared. And 2x times 7 is 14x. Then we'll add the 9x last. We got your brackets here because there's no multiplying, we've already done that. And we have to complete it and simplify and leave the result in the form 2x squared plus 23x. The question doesn't actually ask you to factorise that, and if you were to factorise that, it would be x bracket 2x plus 23, but the question wouldn't require that, so that would be your answer to the question. You'd get 1 or 2 marks, probably 2, and this is a revision type from 4th level or National 4. You will have to do harder than this at National 5 level. This is slightly harder, but this is probably one of the easier types you'll receive at National 5 level. And this one is x plus 4 in one bracket and x plus 12 in the other bracket. And hopefully you will have learned, I'm going to show you just now how you would expand those brackets. I'm going to use the FOIL method, and I'll write down on a separate piece of paper what FOIL stands for. So firsts, outers, inners, and lasts. So right, so I'll copy the question down. X plus 4, x plus 12. So firsts, these are the firsts. So these outers are going to obviously be the x and the 12. So we'll multiply them together. Okay, good. Now we need to do the inners, which is obviously the 4, this 4 and this x. And then finally we'll do lasts, which is the last one in each bracket, which is obviously the 4 and the 12. Okay, so that is how you do a FOIL method. So we'll write that into a more understandable form that will get you the actual marks in your exam or test. So that would be x times x add x times 12. Because as I've shown you here, this and then this. Okay, so we've done that part and we've written down that. Now we need to do the 4 times the x, which would be add 4 times x. Notice that BODMAS always applies, and you should know what BODMAS is. That's the order of the operations that always applies when we're doing this, so we won't put brackets around it on that understanding. And the last is the 4 times the 12. So we'll write that there. Alright, so this is that part done. And so this question would probably be out of 2 marks likely. You would get this in your national assessment and possible in your exam as one of your easier type questions, and I want to do some more difficult ones which you most likely receive later on. Right, so you multiply the x by the x, it gives you x squared, as you would know hopefully, and the x times 12 here is add 12x. And you've got 4 times x here, so that is 4x. And lastly, you've got 4 times 12 here, so that's add 48. So that would get you 1 mark most likely, depending on your marking scheme. And the last mark would be for actually writing that in a simplified form. So there's no x squared terms here apart from this one, so we'll leave that there. And we've got 2 x terms, so we've got 12x and a 4x, so we'll simplify that and add them together to give you 16x. And last, so we've got a 48 here, but no other terms without an x, so we'll put plus 48. So when we expand x plus 4x plus 12, both of them in brackets, we receive this answer here. 1 mark likely for this part, and then likely you will receive your 2nd mark for the 2nd part there. This line is not actually required, but it shows each part corresponds to this bit here. I've done it to show you. A bit more difficult here. I know we cannot use the FOIL method here, but the new method which I'm going to show you here is not much more difficult, and it's these. Every term in the first bracket must be multiplied by every term in the last bracket. So 3x multiplies by these, this, and this, and the 2 multiplies by this, this, and this. Okay, so this is how we would work out the answer when we expand these brackets. Okay, so we've got 3x to 2x squared, which is 6, because the 3 times 2 is 6, and the x times x squared is 6x cubed. We get 3x here and an x here, so that's 3x squared. 3x times 9 is 27x. So that is 27x. 2 times 2x squared here is actually 4x squared. And and then 2 times x is 2x. Because we've got this 2 here and this x here, and lastly we need to multiply this 2 by this 9, which is actually going to be 18. Okay, so we've done a good part of it, so now we are going to simplify this, and this would probably be a 3 mark question in an exam. Okay, so you get 2 marks for all this put together, or 1 mark, depends on how the marking scheme is, and your final 3rd mark would be for the final answer. But check for x cubed terms, none, so apart from this one here, 6x cubed, so that is there. X squared terms, we'll get 2 of these, 3x squared and 4x squared, we'll add them, and we'll get 7x squared. 27x, and add 2x, so that's 29x. And there's 18 here, so we'll put add 18. So that is your final answer to that question, which would most likely be out of 3 marks. And now I'm going to show you the last question. And the last question is 2x minus 1 squared. But that's the last one I'm going to show you just now. So if a bracket is squared, you know you must write it like this. because if I had a squared over here, we'll use that. A squared equals a times a. 4 squared equals 4 times 4. So 2x minus 1 squared equals, putting it in like that. Okay. So usual procedure, and I've taught you the FOIL method we can use here because there's those two terms in the last bracket. This, and this. Okay, so 2x times minus 1. No, sorry. 2x times 2x here is 4x squared because these are the first terms. So that would equal 4x squared. And then we've got this term here multiplying this term here, which is 2x times minus 1. You must remember that. So that is minus 2x. You must remember that because this is technically 2x plus minus 1. So the minus 1 and the 2x are the two terms that are adding together here. It's the same here. 2x add minus 1. So the minus 1 is adding to 2x. So the minus 1 is this term here, and the 2x is this one here. A lot of people would write that it's 2x when you multiply them together, but the answer is minus 2x because it's the minus 1 multiplied by the 2x. Okay, and lastly, we've got minus 1 over here multiplying by this minus 1. So for here as well, we must multiply them, which is two negatives make a positive, so that is 1. And for completion, we must simplify that as well as possible. No need for factorisation, or just in this form. Okay, so got 4x squared, no other squared x terms. So that's 4x squared we'll put here. A minus 2x and a minus 2x, so that would be minus 4x when you add them together. I've got a plus 1 here on its own, so that is plus 1. Okay, if you remember these, you should have absolutely no problem, as the hard level will get any more difficult than these, and this will probably be in your end of course exam, so this would be good to practice this if you find this topic slightly difficult. Thank you for watching.